Hey, Lolo.
What you waiting for? Push the button.
Ladies and gentlemen, the lone survivor and one of the founders of Booga Booga, Mr. Ed Kahea.
Aloha! Isn't this wonderful, ladies and gentlemen? 2,000 people here ready to boss laugh. Give yourselves a hand this evening, babes. It's hysterical. It's historical. We're here to have freaking good fun. I gotta do some Hawaiian stuff. I'm gonna give you a genealogy chant, kind of, because, you know, I was brought up that way. I went to Kamehameha schools. So I tell you who my family is, then you know who I am, then you know it's just not a product of Wayne Harada's imagination. My name is Edward Kaleviha Okalani Napua, Carmichael Kaahea. My mother is Enid Pi'ikoi Kekauliki Harbottle. She is a direct lineage to the chiefs of Kauai, and that is one of the reasons why King Kamehameha never conquered Hawaii, because we are descendants from King Kaumuli'i. Hey! Mai kaino Kauai, hemuleli kamalia. I love you. Stand up, baby. Let's make love. Well, not right now. Okay, afterwards. And of course, King Kamehameha never conquered the Garden Island. He took a magnificent army up to Kauai, never conquered the separate kingdom. And do you know why, ladies and gentlemen? The history books say that there was a tsunami, a storm. And the real reason, and I tell you because I am a Pi'ikoi, is that King Kaumuli'i had a wonderful army of hula kani dancers. Hula dancers who stood on the shores of Kauai and just said, you come here, I'm just gonna scratch your freaking eyes. You freaking Kamehameha, you dare just to cut it off, big nothing. You nothing. And scratch your eyes. My father is of Tahitian descent. Hanale, Tata'atea, Tapuari, Ikaahea. He is a Kekela. Went to Kamehameha schools. Prominent man. He has a wing at Queen's Hospital named after our family. I'm proud of that particular wing at Queen's Hospital. It is the Kekela wing. Every 10 years we commemorate the memory of my daddy, Henry Hanale Kekela Kaahea. I'm asked to say a few words to the dignitaries, the medical staff, the patients. It's a privilege for me, ladies and gentlemen, because they built this wing at the Queen's Hospital for my family. And when I step up to that podium, I look the people in the eyes and I talk to them explicitly about our mission. I'm a hero to those people. We need to honi them. We need to teach them the healing powers of laughter. I live on Kauai, obviously. I have a beautiful family. Married a nice holy girl. I lick her every Thursdays. This rice is not done. Lick the rice. Jewish girl, New York, Brooklyn, Canarsie. Gave me a beautiful, wonderful 10-year-old son. Beautiful boy. Kalevihia Tahanu, Alpert Ka'ahia. Bright little boy. Honor roll, plays soccer. Hey, Dad, let's talk about it. Bright, smart. He wants to make a lot of money, ladies and gentlemen, but unfortunately, he falls asleep a lot. Hey, Dad, let's talk. Kauai is a beautiful place to live. We get some problems over there. Manini. Our crime rate is kind of a little bit on a rise. We have a wonderful chief of police. I believe the only Portuguese chief of police in the state. I may be wrong. The only chief of police in the state of Portuguese ancestry that hasn't been indicted. He's been having a hard time. He's been having a hard time. Crime wave. Some people in the police force wanted to get rid of him. Bad statewide press. So a couple of months ago, he instituted a comeback, to reestablish his credibility. And he did a real Kauai thing. We're the only county in the state of Hawaii. We have DUI roadblocks at 4:30 in the afternoon. And when they asked Chief Freitas, why do you have 4:30 afternoon DUI roadblocks? This is what he said, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to catch the drunks before they go to the bar. Poor thing, him. We have a very active Hawaiian nationalist activist, Mini Bililani and Haunani Traskis. This land is my land. You owe me. Okay, all right. Ever got the idea of just working? Getting a job? Can I eat the new food stamps or only like credit card? Harder. Anthony Kealoha, he leads our local delegation of Hawaiian nationalists. Smart kid, got a GED. Worked hard on it when he got out of prison. Worked hard on it. Activist comes up to me, he goes, Uncle Ed, when I get the country, or you and Bumpy, when I get the country, our exports are, we're going to have body fender, surfboard, paka Lolo, and hula dancers. I tell them, what about security? What about the Hawaiian army? Oh, brother, we didn't need Hawaiian army. Just go get my friends. All they need is plate lunch, Olympia beer. We're going to save millions of dollars, Uncle Ed. We'll take that money, every mokupuni o Hawaii, every island in Hawaii, we're going to build one bridge. Next time Hawaiian Air and Aloha Airlines talk about merging, we just tell them, hey, we don't care, we're going to walk. How's that for some smart Hawaiians? Give him a hand. Come on. I live in Wailua. My grand auntie, who is from Ponara, French Polynesia. Wonderful lady, Rachel Tapuari'i Clemson, what her name, Tahitian, right? Once every 2 years when I get a gig like this, I can buy the, UTA, Tahitian Airlines, everything is expensive down there, but I try to bring her up to Hawaii. She likes to come to the United States. And this is really the only part of the United States that she can come to, Hawaii. Bring her up. Take her down to my daughter. My daughter's house is in a place called Kealia on Kauai. Right next to my daughter's house on the beach is a nudist colony. It's called Kauai Donkey Beach. Nudist, the whole thing like that. And nudists, they're very focused on what they do as nudists. They take walking around with the ala-alas hanging out. Freaking seriously. Look my stomach, bro. I get pouch. And they want to always have an even tan on their body. They want that even tan. So this makuli halikane, mahu I think, I don't know, digs a hole, puts himself in the hole, covers his whole body except his ala-alas, sticks a straw in his mouth, and tans his, genitalia. There's my daughter, 32 years old, my grand aunt from Tahiti, 75 years old. They're walking along the beach. They come up to brother. Brother gets excited. I don't know why. Brother comes to attention. My grand aunt looks at Noel Kamalipua and says, Noel, when Tutu was 25 years old, I had my first one. When I was 35, I couldn't get enough. When I was 45, I had to pay for it. Gunfund it. Now that I'm 75 years old, they're growing the goddamn things in the sand. You're going to have a wonderful evening this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Bus Laugh, I'm Ed Kahea. Good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ed Kahea. And now you can catch him on Island Rhythms 98.5, waking you up in the mornings. He's also the king of junk and pull. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for your host for the evening, Lanai.
Oh yeah! What's up, local people? I'm so glad I can tell there's local people here tonight because I was in the bathroom, right? Right before, 10 minutes ago, I was getting nervous and I had to make doo-doo. I go in the first stall and somebody's sitting in there. So I go to the second one, somebody's sitting in there. So I go in the third one, I sit down, I'm doing my thing, and I hear this voice coming from the next stall. Bruh, how you? Felt a little uncomfortable, but I said, I'm good, how you? A couple seconds goes by. He goes, so what you gonna do after this? I said, I'm probably just gonna go up to my room and sleep. And then I hear this long pause, and then I hear him say, you know what, let me call you back, because this fricker in the stall next to me keep talking to me. How you doing, brother? It was nice talking to you. Nice to see we got some nice local girls here tonight. Yeah? Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear the clanging of the Hawaiian braces is what I can hear. Local girls always gotta have choke Hawaiian bracelets and they're not even Hawaiian. You notice that? If you get Hawaiian bracelets, it means three things. One, you get plenty kids. Two, your boyfriend is a drug dealer. Or three, you're on welfare. I think it's time to get this party started. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to bring out our next comedian. Once again, welcome to Lolo no Ko'oi, a tribute to James Grant Benton. He's my partner on the radio. He's also with me on the TV. Ladies and gentlemen, my best friend, give it up for Mr. Augie Toba. Come on.
Come on, give it up for Lanai. Come on. Okay, just by applause. How much you guys, who watches Junk and Pole? Come on, clap your hands. It's a great game, but you know, we had to do a local game like that because I cannot picture like a whole local family from Kalihi on the Family Feud. Can you imagine? The Silva family. 100 people surveyed. What would you find in your neighbor's yard? I get them. Shut let me get. What would you find in your neighbor's yard? One mayonnaise jar with water inside. Survey says, junk this game. Anybody, because you know, I'm originally from Kalihi, but I made the big move to Lanai. Anybody from Lanai tonight? Clap your hands. Plenty of lights over here, huh? Let me make you feel at home. You have the right to remain silent. Waikiki, man, this is beautiful, bro. And, you know, I went to Nordstrom and all the mannequins, different from the other stores that I shop. Like you go to Nordstrom's, you know, they get the mannequin with nipple. What happened to the simple mannequin where you lift up the dress and go, boleh. Now the mannequins, they get home. And depending on what kind of store you go, the mannequin's different. Like you go Savers, mannequin no more arm, no skinny, you know. They all batu, you know. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Waikiki get all the discos over here. I cannot go disco because I'm a local brother that cannot dance. Because dancing to me went out a long time ago. Because when I used to dance, dancing was fun. You remember how fun I'm like 34 years old. And when I was in high school, dancing was good, you know. Had the prep. Where you could actually dance with the other girl. Hey! Nowadays, man, the kids, they don't know how to dance. They get lights up. What the hell are you doing? Chasing flies? I work for an island and reggae station. They get the thing called the skank. The skank. You know what the skank is? The skank is the running man. You remember the running man? The skank is the running man stone. And the women over here, when they dance nowadays, they all kind of bang, bang, bang. Come on. Like, hey. Slow down. Look at my pants. Fading, come on. We're off the dancing nowadays. Because local guys, we cannot dance, right, brother? The only reason why we dance is because, you know, later on, you know? Because to me, all local guys, we all dance the same. Like we paddling canoe. Miglan. Once in a while, you get the speed. I ain't seeing you. I also have the problem with like using bathroom too because people recognize you, you know. And I'm always traumatized because in high school, I was known to be doo-doo boy. I was the guy that he got caught, you know? Little boy, oh man. Because in high school, that's the worst, you know, to be known as doodle boy, auntie, you know? So you have to make the kind of strategic plans for go in the bathroom so you don't get caught. But sometimes hard because you get that knot in your stomach, you know? You know, guys, you know what you're not talking about, where the thing just rock? You know, you're in the bathroom, you're making shishi, and you're telling yourself, please, no fart, please. You in class, you stand up for nothing. Okay, move, you're blocking the projector. You guys know how it is. And so I had to always plan my bathroom taking, you know? I used to go when everybody was in class. Remember that, guys? Make the fastest doodle in your whole life. Can you run in? Boom, yeah! All right. Public school never have toilet paper, yeah? No, first in high school never had. Like I had to go look in the stalls, check all the stalls. And if they did, was a square. You remember the small square ones? And that's not good, you know, because hard for wipe and you panicking because you're ah! So you don't fully wipe good, you know, you just kind of graze because you're scared. You're freaking out, you know. And you know you never wipe good because by the end of sixth period, you get the itchy in your collar, you know? Because you're hiding behind a wall. Look at you looking for sharp objects. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, how's everything? Everything good? Somebody, during the holiday season, we never had like the Howley Santa Claus in the housing. We had the Samoan Santa Claus, the custodian, you know, he always be ticked off every time. Shh, Charlie, come over here now. Come over here right now. Hurry up, all the kids is waiting in line. What are you doing, you Filipino boy? Come over here now. What is your name? Augie. Augie. No, Santa, I said Augie. That's what I said, Augie. Santa, Augie. Hey, Augie. Don't yell at Santa Claus, I'm gonna punch your face, Augie. And you're really gonna be Augie. You guys been a great audience. My name is Augie Toba. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, keep your hands going. The Molt with the joke, Augie Toba. You guys having a good time? Real quick, where's all the Filipinos at? Yeah, be proud, you Filipino. Yes. It's the year of the Filipinos, you know, the millennium of the Filipinos. With Angela Baracchio, right? Miss America. Brian Valori, Olympic boxer. Now you got Lanai and Augie. If you don't know you're Filipino or not, go home and check your wall. If there's that big wooded fork and spoon, then you're Filipino. If you eat with that fork and spoon, then you're Samoan. Go home, check your couch. If it's covered with plastic, then you're Filipino. If you get somebody sitting underneath, then you're Portuguese. We're gonna get this thing going some more, ladies and gentlemen. We'd like to bring out our next duo of comedians. You might see them on OC16. Two of the funniest guys on TV right now because they're the only guys on TV. What is that? Oh, James is running a little late. Okay, well, they're running a little late. We're gonna bring out a special guest right now. Please put your hands together for Uncle Don Ho.
Hello, everybody. Hello, you guys. Jovi, how you doing, Mara? How you doing, Jenny? Aloha. Wait, hey, baby. We gotta show the hospitality over here. Aloha. Give me honey. Wow, these women lick my face over here. Come, sweetheart, come, follow Pops over here. Come on, go, come. No. You can't. You get one husband? No, you get husband? You know more husband? Who's this guy over here? Yeah, come, boy, come. No shame, come. You know, can get female, you go for the male, you know what I mean? Come. Greg, help this guy up over here. Help this guy up. There you go, boy. One step at a time. Okay, you help me up now. There you go, man. You see how we all work together, ladies and gentlemen? Come, boy, come. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Don Ho. If you guys don't know me, where you been? What's your name, boy?
Morris.
Nice to meet you. Morris, where you from? Where you from?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, local boy then, huh? Morris, go in my pocket. I get something for you in my pocket. You sure? You don't like try? You like go for what's in the pocket or what's behind door number 3 over here? Take door number 3, eh? But I tell you what, Morris, I'm gonna give you this lay. No funny stuff, eh? Local style, we give the lay like this. Honey on the side. But wait, Morris, I don't like kiss you or call it over here, huh? Don't lean on me, Morris, I'm an old man, eh? Take it easy, turn this way. We gotta face all the cameras. I'm getting dizzy already. Hold my drink, Morris. You go help me out over here. This side.
Not bad.
Not bad. You ever drink my drink again, I'm gonna tell Augie, lick you. That boy started on my show about 10 years ago. I taught him everything I know. Morris, you help me out with this song, okay? This will put me on the map. Here we go. This side. Tiny bubble. Just kick that guy out of here. We'll try this side. You know why? You better look like this side drinking a little bit more tonight. Hey, Morris, get out of my way. I gotta work the stage over here, eh?
Spill the freaking drink.
No, spill the drink. There you go. Makes me happy. Not bad for the $35 seats over here. $18 seats back here. Here we go. Makes me feel fine. You know, Morris, 37 years I sing that song. Every single show I do all over the world. I hate that song, you know. Yeah. And you know, from the way these people sing them, sound like they hate that song too. I'm never going to sing that song again. Anyway, you know, Morris, nowadays they get all these kind of rappers on the TV, you know, MTV, the VH1. You watch MTV?
No.
Good boy. They go steal all my music. You know those rapper guys. That guy, Six Pack Shakur. That guy, Snoop Doggy Poop. That other guy, Puff Daddy, the Magic Dragon. You know, I can't stand those kind. You can't even understand what they're saying, you know. So the way I look at it, they can rap, talk, but they cannot move like me. I'm 73, I can still move, you know what I mean? DJ, give me one stinky beat. So hum-ha. Oh, some of you guys cook then, huh? It's funky. Check it out, Morris, check it out. Morris, give me room. Mahalo, mahalo, you guys. Mahalo. Come on, I'm getting dizzy. Think I'm gonna finish up there. Yeah, how about a big hand for Morris the cat over here? You're too good, Morris. God bless you. And your wife never like come up. No thing I never forget about her. Anybody who knows me, they know I like to open up the stage. I always invite new talent in America, you know, wherever you're from. So I'm gonna open up the stage to the local boys over here. Anybody over here like Kanikapila? May you come up, do some music. Maybe you get some jokes for town over here. Anybody? Whoa. Give me one mic. Greg, give me one mic over here. Take it easy, boy. Take it easy. Take this, Greg. Take this, my man. Take it easy, brother. Take it easy. Take it easy. Calm down. I'm not going to give you the mic till you calm down, boy. Yeah, right on. You know what? I hate it when these kind of guys come my show, you know. Yeah, we go try them out. Okay? Boy, tell everybody your name.
My name is Kahekile,
And what that mean?
the Hawaiian or English versions.
English, boy.
That
What do you
means
think?
Tanda, Pops. That means Tanda.
Panda.
Yeah. Ask the people out west side, bro. Anybody past Waipahu, they know who is me.
Okay.
Chicks, everything, bro. I'm not scared. I rush like
Take
that.
it easy, brother. All right.
Yeah.
So, boy, I see you. You a Dallas Cowboys fan, eh? You get the hat, everything.
Yeah, you know that.
Right on.
But moreover, I'm a fan of football. There,
I could have sworn I just said that, but you know, I'm getting older.
yeah, but moreover, I'm a fan of football. I think they should be one fan of me for being one fan of them.
And how you figure that, boy?
Well, because, bro, I pay their salaries, bro. I pay their salaries like that, but also like that when I watch my TV, yeah?
Salary,
Yeah.
brother, salary.
Or said, whatever, it's all G like that, it's all G. They know what I'm talking about, eh?
Right.
Yeah,
And what,
right on.
you get anything? You get any problems? What, you like
Well, that kind of, you know, the reason why I wear this hat is I've been having some personal problems, yeah? And I was talking to my gynecologist the other day.
Wait. Hang on, boy. Hang on. See what I mean, eh? That's what I'm talking about. Gynecologist.
Yeah, the doctor who probed your brain.
No, you mean psychologist.
No,
brother.
not the girl doctor, bro. Pops, come on, Pops. I'm here for you, bro. Bro, I was sitting in a chair, and he was doing that Jedi's mind stuff on me, bro. Almost had to throw down with brother.
Man.
Bro, you know what he said?
What he said?
He said, I have deep self-conflicting issues of inner turbulence of which I need to address that I may acclimate myself socially to enter back into the publics just like the wild domesticated prairie dogs of the calamari. And if you don't know where the calamari is, bro, it's in Africa, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, bro, roots style, bro, roots.
These kind of people, bro. So basically, you're saying you get domestic problems, is what you're telling.
What domestics? What? You gonna call the cops on me too, huh?
No, brother.
Well, who told you that, bro? Who told you that? I like no.
This guy right here, this
brother
Hawaiian
right
guy
here.
right here. The big
Bro,
guy.
get this.
Yeah, I help you, brother.
Huh?
I help you. Here we go.
talk smack,
Brother, you
huh?
shouldn't have said that. There you go, brother. There you go. It's on now, bro. It's on now.
Bro, I'm not scared from fight my hooves, bro.
So what, brother? You get domestics or not, brother? You
Pops, is it that obvious?
obvious, brother.
Bro, you know chicks, bro. Bro, they just take your heart out, bro, like they take his toilet paper. And then, bro, they don't even bother wiping, but they just throw him on the ground, bro.
Show 'em on the ground,
Bro,
man.
you give him your heart, bro. You give him everything.
You give 'em
They're
everything.
just like, more. They're like, more, I know more, forgive already. Already missing a couple pieces from a previous relationship, bro.
I get you, brother.
Bro, my heart is so vast, the thing is like job labor already, bro.
I'm sorry, but what happened to your teeth?
Bro, what's up with my grill, bro? Bro, she was all pissed off, boo. We saving money, because you know we save money, eh? Like.
Right.
I go just spend big skrillers, bro. Bright smile and hook my grill up, bro. I heard about this Lolo's Noko Oils, bro. So I was coming like that, bro. I wanted to come and fire. But she got all pissed off. She went to say, bro, what you do is spending our money. We don't can buy diapers now. We don't can buy food. We don't can buy this. We don't can buy that. Next thing you know, bro, we was going like this, boy. She went throwing left. I went throwing left. I went dark. She went dark. She went break down her pipe, boy. She bust my grill like that. It was all like that. Try that again, I said, bro. Try that again, bro. Come on. Where is you?
I quit this job already.
I cannot take it, bro. Women's, bro. You guys is nuts. And you guys more nuts for go out with one brother like me. I cannot handle sometimes, bro. I gotta get you this therapy. That's the reason why I wear this hat. It serves as a constant reminder for me to strive and aspire to be better than I is. A perspiring star. So one day, when I grow up, I can be on Hawaii Stars. Lolo no Koe style, huh? Whew. I'm feeling good right now. I'm feeling good. I get a bounce back. No more slippery spots like this right here. Huh? What's up? Huh? What? This, that, the other thing. Yeah, you know about it, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, I know more ukulele. I know more on real talents. Oh, hang on. But if I may indulge the audience, then I may defecate on this microphone to proliferate the inner turbulence which is inside of me. To turn that turbulence into something more negative than it is positive, because two negatives make a positive. If I may, please let me bust out. I'm sorry, the spit is rolling out of my grill over here. You try talking your upper lip like that, boy. It's not, boy. Where was I? If it may please the court, if you please the people, Your Honor, I would like to bust out one special rhyme. And it goes to something like this. Roses are red and violets are blue. I wish my friend Pocho was here to view me here on this stage and back on my feet. All because my ex-chick would false crack my teeth. Ladies and gentlemen, mokes and tita of all shapes and sizes, just remember, where there's thunder, there's lightning. Oh, hurry up, we're gonna be late for the concert. I don't even know why they arrest us. Maybe it's because we look so good in the table.
Brother, now I know what milk Cabang is feel like.
Hurry up, sorry, let's go, yeah. Hey, good job, buddy. Stay off of the road. You could get banged.
Hi. Yes, I know. I just spoke to them. They said they'll be here as soon as they can. Okay, yes, I'll bring them up as soon as possible. Okay, bye.
Sorry, you guys is Cabang. Don't remember that. Oh, fine. Excuse me, pretty lady. Could you please do us a favor? Will you tell us how to get to the Sheraton Waikiki?
You guys are so off. Okay, you gotta go down this road, go around that big mountain over there. It's over by Costco's. And right next to Costco's, got my auntie's house. And there's a red bike over there. It's right nearby there.
Find a red bike?
Got a red bike.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank
God
you.
bless you. Thank you. Have a good day. Should be over here somewhere.
Oh, sorry, wrong way.
Excuse me, buddy. You direct us to the Sheraton. Which way is the Waikiki? That way. That way? God bless you, buddy. Thank you. This way. That way. Please turn around. Oh, goodness gracious, man. I told you, you cannot play on a swing.
Hurry up.
Oh, pick up.
Hello?
Ariana, it's 50-50 and hey how.
BTV, where are you?
It's over here. It smells like crap. I think it's by the zoo or something. Hey how.
By the zoo.
I know it stinks. Okay, you're by the zoo, fine, but you need to get here as soon as possible.
Yeah. How do we get to the Sheraton? Okay, take a left by the lures.
Yes.
Okay.
Good, hey, I better be with you. We'll get here as soon as you can.
We'll be there in about a lickety-splickety.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Straight over here. It's over here.
Okay, I see them. We'll be going shortly.
Oh, my goodness.
Come on, Lucky, Lucy, and Lulubelle. You guys are
sorry
way
about
out.
that.
Let's go.
He's full.
Let's go. What happened?
Hey, Ariana, you got a good crowd over there?
Awesome crowd.
Oh,
awesome
yeah.
crowd. But you guys are late already.
Sorry.
You guys better work hard. because
Okay.
This crowd's waiting. Everything is set up already. So just gotta go on stage and do your thing, and that's it.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Hey, baby. Woo, you looking cool looking today. Woo. If I ever come help you, you got teachers for me? Woo, lovely. Woo. Did everybody ever tell you?
What are you doing? Come on, we're late.
I will check you out later, baby. Okay, let's go.
Tigers.
Oh my.
Okay, you guys are ready.
We have to see the wizard, brother.
Brother, are you ready to rock this place up? I don't know if Hawaii is ready for the two best looking guys in the world.
All right, so brother, hey.
Yes, we are coming right up.
So brother, hey, let me smell your breath.
Are
Let me check your
checking
breath.
our breath right now. We will be there
Brother,
in
you even burn
less
her
than 5
hair.
seconds. They are
Let me check your breath.
checking their breath
Smell
right now.
my breath.
Smells like a zoo.
Okay, thanks. All right.
Okay.
All right, gentlemen, we are ready.
Ready.
Go. They're excited to see you guys.
Okay.
Go get them handsome.
Thank you very much. Beautiful.
You're welcome.
Here we go.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, it's just a
All right.
girl. Thank you very
Here we
much.
go.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, bye guys. Thanks. Oh, to go home and disinfect my hair now.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Hey Ha.
My name is Fiti Fiti.
Together we is known as
Fiti Fiti.
and a Hey Ha.
Now, for those of you who never do see Fiti Fiti and a Hey Ha before, please raise up your hand. You see us before. If you ever do see us, raise it up.
Okay, 5,
5, 6,
square root of 4.
carry the 1.
That guy count is 2.
Minus the 2.
Okay,
That guy
14.
is count for 3.
About 15 people.
15 people.
How many of you never do see us before? Raise your hand.
Never do.
Okay, put it down. We are here.
Now you see us.
Okay, now we're all on an even field.
Woo-hoo. Fall for the oldest chicken son of the book.
Brother, there's a lot of people where we are from because a lot of people think that we are Samoan.
Oh, no. We are only this much, Samoy.
少し、少し。
Inside of our accent and our hair.
大事。
Let me see.
Now, we are Polynesia, ladies and gentlemen.
We are Polynesia.
We originate from the Papua New Guinea peaks. That's right.
Where is that, you might ask?
What?
Where is it, you may ask?
Oh, you asking where it is? 92 degrees longitude, 96 degrees latitude, right next to the Easter Islands.
Right next door.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we don't only stay there.
No,
We catch a canoe to the Fiji
go to the Fiji.
to get some education.
Once we go to the Fiji, we go on top of the jet ski, and then we go to the Rarotonga.
Rarotonga. After we go to Rarotonga, we catch the hot air balloon, and we end up inside of Madagascar.
Which is right next to the Australia.
Yeah.
And anybody who studied the globe is know where Australia is.
That's right, brother.
Yeah.
Now, on top of the Australia, we look inside the ocean. My goodness, the Hokule is going by.
Oh,
We have a port, the Hokule.
we come over here to Hawaii.
Yeah.
Because in Papua New Guinea, brother, what do they do?
The men, ladies, the men do all the work.
All of it.
Can I get a hallelujah?
Ladies, hallelujah.
Right. Now, inside of the Papua New Guinea pigs, the man is clean all the toilet, even the scribbling on the side.
Even the
Can I
sushi
get a
steak.
hallelujah?
Inside of Papua New Guinea, the men is do all the cooking, all the dusting, all the cleaning, all the shopping, all of the washing. They even gotta wash the beverage with the duru stain on top of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, inside of Papua New Guinea pigs, the man is even clean the baby diaper. And it's the cloth diaper, and they use the baby wipe. It's very, very nice, very cute.
Very not good.
Can I get a hallelujah?
Hallelujah!
That is why we moved to America. That's a bunch of bull
Bunch
crap
of
over
food
there.
crap.
I don't want to
Ladies with
stay
that
there.
kind of job, man.
I'm looking for a beautiful American girl who take care of me
Yeah, where everything is
with
free
the baby
93.
wipes.
Everything is free 93, brother.
But you know the one thing, brother?
What?
People always say to me, hey, ha!
Hey, ha!
What is your claim to the fame?
What is your claim?
And I tell them, we are the originate of the solid bowl.
Solid pole.
You see the guy, the typo, Billy
Yeah.
Blank, he tried to steal it from
Yeah,
us.
the Popola guy, he steal it from us. We
You
give
see
him
a
a
lot
false
of-
crack from the back.
Yeah.
He spares the residual now.
Yeah. Brother, a lot of you out there, maybe you eat a Simon bowl.
Yeah. Maybe a lot of you gonna go to the chai feed, you're gonna eat the beef stirry curve bowl.
See, if you eat all of that, you're gonna end up on the toilet bowl.
Yeah.
That is why we give it a solid bowl, ladies and gentlemen.
Solid bowl.
We are the originate of the bunch of steel.
The buns of steel.
Whoa, wait.
My brother is buns of, he's so hard of rock. You stick a walnut inside, he's gonna crack it.
My brother Sokoli is so big. You put a charcoal inside. You put a charcoal. Sir, get away from him. You're gonna get sucked up.
Yeah, you're gonna do it. Watch out, Richard. Don't put your hand over here. It's gonna go like this.
Yeah.
Next thing you
Hang
know,
on,
I'm
hang
gonna be
on.
the doggy on the leash going like that.
Stay away from him.
Crazy. It's crazy.
My brother, you put a charcoal, you come out a diamond.
Timing.
He's a woman's best friend, ladies and gentlemen.
That's what they say.
In fact, I remember, brother, we were down by the subway getting a little sandwich.
Yeah.
And a little boys get too close to my brother over here.
And I was over here looking for what kind of sandwich I'm gonna buy.
And the boys go, excuse me, sir.
Solid.
Mama, he eat my hand.
I thought he was trying to take my wallet. Silly rabbit. Chicks is for the kids.
And the little boy say, Mama, you smell like a baby wipes.
Doesn't everybody?
But I think it smell like a little baby piggy.
Hey, Sully, are you make a mockery of me in front of all of these people?
No,
Huh?
I don't make a mark.
Huh? You want to get false crack?
No, but I.
You want me to give you a false crack?
No, but.
They told you make a mockery in front of me, in front of all of you.
No, I don't make
Hey, my mother is your mother.
That's
Your mother is my mother.
Your mother.
So you better shut up your mouth. You better mind your business own.
Okay.
Or I'm gonna hit you with the hose rubber. Get off the stage.
But I
Hey, you need to brush your teeth twice a day. You probably look like you brush it 2 times in a month.
But
While
I
you
use-
at it, go use Listerine too. Maybe a little bit stronger with a gasoline or something, buddy. Use the 89 unleaded.
But I.
Shut up your mouth. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to make apology for my brother. He's more crazy than crazy. At this time, we show you guys how we do the cheeky like this and a cheeky like that, and show you the, oh, what is it? You want to take a picture, buddy? Hey, you better use a wide angle on this one, buddy. Whew. We show you guys we go to the 70s. We go to the 80s and we do everything. A lot of people don't know what is the origin of the Polynesia. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, since we came over from Madagascar, we meet so many beautiful people. Everybody is Polynesia. Please welcome to the stage my family. Here Tamanui, Yorana. Come over here, please. Please come over here. Show us what is it about, man. Hey, buddy, I'm gonna leave this jacket over here. You take it, buddy. You're gonna have to answer to me. Tiger cakes. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, wait, I need a stand over here. Malo sole. Malo sole. Malo means thank you. Sole means boy. Actually, sole means man. Tama is boy. I don't know what either one of these things have to do with the other, but I just figure I'm going to say it. It's up to you if you want to laugh, whatever. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I want you to put your hands together one time. When I say patia, you're going to clap one time. How many times? Patia! 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 Woo! Over here, no more cool slide. You gotta listen to me and my instruction, buddy, not looking at my butt. Okay, when I say Lua Patia, you're gonna clap 2 times. How many times? Hey, now is the time to make your mouth open. When I say Lua Patia, you're gonna clap how many times? How many times? Lua Patia, Lua Patia, Lua Patia, Lua Patia, Lua Patia. Ooh, you guys are good. Okay, now, when I say Lua Patia Malayao, you're gonna go. Lua Patia Malayao. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage my brother and a hey-ha and a fire knife dancer. Hello!
Yeah, that's what I thought. A lot of you guys think I'm gonna say aloha. Some guys think I'm gonna say talofa. But I fake all you guys out.
So yeah.
Okay, wait. Wait a minute over here. Nobody told me the fire is hot. Okay. I'll be very honest. I am not a professional I just started fire knife about 3 weeks ago. I started on top the island of Kilauea. Maybe you guys read about me inside of the forest. I'm the guy who started the fire. I put my knife down, it burned a tree. Next thing I know, it burned about 5 acres. Next thing I know, I owe CCC. My daddy, he's on a streaming company, he's put down $1 million and I'm here. So, for your viewing pleasure, I'm gonna do for you the flameless fire knife dancer. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, flameless fire knife dancer. So, yeah. Cut the music. Nobody tell me when you feel it, it's still hot over here. Ladies and gentlemen, that is our time. We are the Braddahs, and sometimes we just buckle loose. Mahalo. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, give it up. Tony Silva, James Roche, the Braddahs. One more time, how's about a big hand for the Braddahs? Give the Braddahs a big round of applause. You guys are funny. Check them out on OC16. Real quick before we move on, we got any Chinese people here tonight? Chinese. How come Chinese people are so upset? You notice that? They're always angry at everything. I figured it out. I know what it is. I think they're just born into negativity. You know what I mean? As soon as they're born, they're given like a negative last name. Like hung low, low fat, ho. Chinese people are so upset, they got a restaurant at McCully Shopping Center called Fuck You and Seafood. What the hell is that? Right downstairs there's Fuck Your Thai. We're gonna keep this thing rolling. We're gonna bring out our next comedian. Save the best for last. One of my idols. Ladies and gentlemen, just off his prison tour. Please put your hands together for Uncle Mel Cabang.
Yeah, dude. Hi, everybody. Hi. Hey, Wayne. Wow. It's the real thing, huh? More people than this in jail, though. But as you know, I just came back from extended vacation. So I'm feeling all right, though. Straight. I found out that I owed them money. IRS said I made $1 million. I don't know where the hell $1 million went, but they said I got it hidden somewhere. I got to find out where the thing is, man. As soon as I can find out where it is, and they can give me one nice, new shirt. Who's using this microphone before me? Better smell like garlic, man. Let's check around the room. I get my own light here. Just in case the light never show up, you know. Hey, brother, you guys following me? Hey, wait, I gotta take off this hat because you guys can see the real dome, man. Man, it's a thrill to be back. It really is. I get car now. When I first came out, I had moped. It was rough driving to Lanai, you know. That's the cheapest rent down there in Lanai, yeah? It's tough driving down there, but what was happening here? Because I was in the bathroom all this time. I had stomach ache, yeah? So I didn't even know who was on, whatever. I know they had a couple midgets on that was on here. How you doing, girls? Damn, baby. You know, why did they put you in front? My tongue gonna jump all over the place. Good-looking girl. How you doing, ma'am? I don't care for good-looking girls myself, but you're really too good-looking for me. I gotta find one that's not that good-looking. They're on this side here. You guys are lucky. Here they are right here. How you doing, girls? I'm not gonna point. I'm not that stupid. I'm gonna point and then get a chance to go back jail again. You know what I mean? So one of them might be what they call somebody the important, belong to IRS or something. So Wayne, how you doing, brother? It's a pleasure seeing you up close, buddy. Right on. It's one thing you learn in prison. You don't shake hands with other people. That's how you catch disease. That's the most communicable way of catching disease, shaking hands. You think about it. You shake hands, dig the ear, dig nose, shaking the other guy, he dig his ear, 10 years ago, I shake hands with bald-headed person. That sucker got hair now. Look at that head, bro. Hey, Wayne, look at that head, bro. That's a head, eh, buddy? They call me Bullet. I look like a bomb, actually. Eh? All right, look, I brought my band tonight, so I was thinking of doing some song. Which shall I face? I mean, I don't know which. You guys can see my outer face and then the outer face, but I don't know which way to go, man. I don't know who invented it. The Japanese guy did this. You know, Japanese, they got peripheral vision, all side view, eh? Don't get me wrong. Now Wayne gonna talk bad about me tomorrow, you see. I don't mean to face my other side to you guys, all right? You guys look in the monitor over there, all right? Some of you really intelligent people. They look intelligent because they look at you. They're all tired. All these people came up here, all the midget and the two quills and I don't know what else is up here. The little short guy, I said, honey, can you please, no, serious. I mean, if you can, by the way, you got your dress on backwards? You know, I've been in prison 3 years, you know, honey. Don't get nervous, honey. I'm just telling the truth, okay? You should be blessed. I mean, you are blessed. All right, look. I don't know where I'm going to... Which side? The guys that do the loudest, that's the side I'm going to sing to, okay? All right, you guys lose. Yeah. All right. No, this is the cheap seats. I know already. Every time in the cheap seats, everybody go crazy. Huh? How you doing, hon? How you doing? You look good from far. Well, what do you want me to say? Better than far from good. I like the way you walk too, honey. One leg in front of the other. That's great. Yeah, most of my girls walk sideways, eh? Well, I feed them crabs. All right, I'm gonna sing to these guys, and I don't know what you guys gonna do over there. You guys gotta watch the mirror, okay? Watch the reflection. How you doing, girl? Is that really your blonde hair? Treat that thing good, baby. You never know when it's gonna jump off, all right? No, I get hair like that, but mine is in the back, huh? All right, hey, I'm thinking of singing a song, but I need my band. Buddy, come on up. This is my main man back here. I don't know if you guys know this guy. His name is Chuck because he throws up a lot. You know, up Chuck. Thank you, dog. You're the best, baby. All right? But he's deaf. He don't can hear that good. That's what you got to do. You got to hire the handicap. You all right, dog? Hey, where go my hat? He don't even know he got red shoes on. He blind, too. I told you, don't stand behind me. Never stand behind me. You know, I've been in prison a long time. What can I say? This guy cannot read lips. He cannot... You guys all right back there? Gee whiz, I hope my cellular phone don't ring. Well, I got a cellular phone, you know. I finally got a cellular phone, but it doesn't ring like you guys' cellular phone, you know. My cellular phone ring a little bit different, because if you're in a crowd and your cellular phone ring, you don't know it's yours. You... Everybody go for the cellular phone, right? So I changed the phone, you know, the ring. Mine goes, poot. Yeah, I don't know why people start moving away, you know. They look at me weird, you know. Then it gets progressively louder, right? Pretty soon I'm on the last ring. Nobody in the room with me, you know. All right, I'm gonna open up now, and I see all the girls look really nice tonight. I just don't trust the people in the back. I mean, they crowd over there, paid for the expensive seats, though. They get kind of, you know, they get pissed off. All right, brother, give me some song. I'm gonna open up now, all right, dog? All right, baby, you're the best. The guy ain't worth nothing, tell you the truth. I tell everybody they're the best. I even told the guards they was the best. All right, how you going? A lot of Filipinos here. Go. Hard to speak Filipino. You gotta jumble all the words together. I like to go to the store. I can't go with you. Then you put the high part. I like to go to the store. All right, I'm sorry. I'll go and face this. I let these guys view the good part right now. Relax, relax, relax. And this is an ignorant crowd. Next year, I don't have to do this no more. How you doing, hon? You look great. Is that your own clothes you're wearing, everything? No, I like it. You got the shoulder pads. That was invented by Portuguese, you know. No, it used to be padded body. Put them on wrong place. Huh? And all the Japanese buying them now, you know. Just joking, hon. You married? No, I'm not you, ma'am. You're too old for me. I guess. No, I don't know why you think I'm looking at you. I'm looking at her. I'm serious, man. Plus, you look like you got your father's clothes on. What? You want me lying? I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm going to sing this song for you, all right? You guys all right back there? All right, relax. I don't know which way to turn. I tell you, it's tough. Well, I got two faces, so it's not too bad, you know. Someone's going to say, hey, I'm going to punch your eye. Go ahead. Don't get me wrong. Okay, hit it. Hit it, boys. This song I wrote in prison. Okay? It's a very, very sad song. So, no, I'm serious. The prisoners used to cry every night. Mel, play the song. Play the song. All right, calm down, bro. Calm down. I wrote this real late at night, you know. Hit it, boys. Hang on, this song don't have no words. Well, you know what happened? I wrote it late at night. In prison, after 10 o'clock, you know, can talk, eh? All right, relax, relax. Shut up. I don't have that much time. And by the way, if you guys got any phone, cellular phone, try to turn them off because I got an ankle bracelet on it. Cellular phone ringing, my legs start going like this. And all the old ladies start looking at me, you know. All right, second verse. By the way, this is a sing-along, so join in. You guys are a tough crowd, man. All right, hang on. We're going to talk to the important people now. How you doing? Are you? Shut up! How you doing, ma'am? Are you a tourist? How did you do that? You made your voice come right out of that guy in the back there. I didn't even see your lips move, nothing. All right, girl, how you doing? Pretty tricky, huh? I like you, and you got nice big feet. I like that. That's one of the traits I look for, big feet. But when they fall down, they come right up by themselves, you know. She go down and look at her feet. Nobody has ever told you that before? So, is your husband behind you? You're not married? What, you tourist? That's okay, I hope we don't have tourists here. If you do, you guys better stop stealing the sand, all right? No, I'm serious. I seen the tourists. You don't know Sandy Beach? That's what happened to the sand, the tourists. They're taking the sand. That's not erosion. They sit down, put them in an old coal, they walk right out with the damn thing. And turn this side now. Estimated one tourist take 1 pound sand back mailing with them. You seen the plane, how low they fly? That's all tourists. They're loaded up, baby. All right. Me and the boys were thinking of doing some more songs. But almost the end of my track here. I gotta get going because I gotta go report. I gotta get up early tomorrow. I go to church. I go one day early. That way you don't have to pay, eh? Shut up! I don't need all that attention. You know, my IRS guys are all outside over there. They find out how much cash I'm making tonight, baby. I don't know about these IRS guys, eh? Terrible, man. They crucify me. I gotta find that $1 million. I'm a millionaire. I don't even know yet. I'm still a millionaire. They said I made $1 million in gambling. Can you imagine that, dude? $1 million in gambling. I must have been a good gambler, eh? I quit gambling. 4 years I never gamble. Because when you gamble, you lose your ass. Look how big my ass now. I'm sorry, baby. Sorry. Hope they can put that part on TV. That was great. All right, I'm going to sing another song. Wow, this is going to be my first song. Because my last song wasn't that good. Hey, for my second song. And how you guys doing over there? How you guys doing? All right? All right. That's all my cousins over there. That's all Filipinos. Mabuhay! Well, maybe not that. Mabuhay! 6565. See, I don't... Just shut up, all right? I don't have no chance. I don't have no chance. IRS told me I cannot hang around the gamblers. They said I cannot stick around with them, I cannot talk to them, I cannot do anything, association, nothing. And that's half the damn state. What am I gonna do? Gotta find me a nice bald-headed woman. There's a couple over here right now, I can see them. I can see the roots. How you doing, baby? No, I'm sorry I said something wrong to you, ma'am. I think you're very nice from far. You know, you're nice looking girl. You go to church? You get cash? You get car? Huh? You get truck? It's even better. You right in the back, we'll go. It's a sick audience, man. I ain't kidding. Da la 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 la. Ooh, man, check it out. Eat your heart out, bald-headed women. Bald-headed women. Huh? Next year I'm gonna be star. I don't have to do this no more. My throat is dry. If I could give me a glass of water or something, great. Is it full? Oh, here comes the girl, right? Here comes the girl. How you doing, hon? How you doing, baby? You look good, baby. Who told you to bring water? Somebody paid you? Because nobody would come up here by me. Don't walk so fast. You're gonna burn your panties. All right, look. I gotta go because I gotta get up early. You guys had too much fun tonight for the price you guys getting. See this wire I get? This thing is wireless, that's why. How you doing, buddy? Japanese? Yeah, you, brother. Buddy. So Japanese, they don't know if I'm talking to them or not, see. Skoshi. Is that your girl next to you? Filipino girl? Your daughter? Man, brother, you must have started really early, eh, dude? I gotta check this out, man. How you doing, girl? So you got a nice smile. Is that your own teeth, everything? No, you don't know who's missing their teeth, and you don't really care anyway, right? My teeth, I'm lucky I get all my teeth, because I chew gum and I play with rubber. We got scissors cleaners here tonight. How you doing, guys? Give a holler, you know, guys, you guys are important people in here. You guys clean all my clothes. Girls, how you doing? What a bunch of deadbeat boys. Scissors, cleaners, get the buggers out. No good. Why you guys so shy? I'm not gonna shine the light. My boss told me don't shine the light. Shut up! Take off your clothes, I shine them. Just joking, man, just joking. I had to say it twice in case there's Portuguese in here, you know. Just joking, just joking. You ever listen to Portuguese talk? They always say things twice, you know. Bro, where you going? Store. What you gonna buy? Bread. I like go. No. They do that one for each year, eh? And I don't know, you know, we're doing this thing, you know, man, this is really something because, you know, we're doing a tribute for James Grant Benton, of course. And, yeah. I mean, the guy was good. I was watching all the videos and he's pretty good, you know. I mean, I knew him, but he wasn't, you know, IRS used to ask me, do you know James Grant Benton? So I don't know that guy. I don't know him. I heard he running one big operation. He running one big operation, all right? You know, you go eat dinner with him, you gotta pay. You go movie, you gotta pay. You ride his car, you gotta buy gas. This guy's a pretty smart guy. Well, anyway, I wish that he didn't, you know, go because we had to do this big show, and now I'm stuck with all of, you know, carrying the weight here. How you doing, kid? How's everything going, boy? You're a handsome kid, you know that, boy? Boy! Where's your mother, boy? You know, when I was your age, I used to look like you know that? You know what that means? You get my age, you're gonna look like me, boy! All right, look. I'll do my last song, then I gotta go. I'm serious, man. I gotta get out of here. But I wrote this song many years ago, and I got special requests. 3 ugly broads came approach me outside. They said, Mel, we have nothing to live for. Play the song. All right, you ugly broads, I'll play it for you. No, you girls know who you are. I'm not gonna point, okay? I love ugly women. They're the best. You can trust them because nobody else like them. I'm serious, man. You got a good-looking girl, you send them store, you got to watch your clock what time they come back. You got an ugly broad, send them store, you don't care what time they come back. You hope they don't come back. All right. Here we go. Sing my last song, then I got to go because I told you guys I got to get up early. I don't know if you guys know it, but I'm the guy that poked the holes in the sand for the crabs. Why? Who you think poked the holes? Crabs? Not no more. They hire Filipinos. You know, us Filipinos do everything. How you doing, dude? How's everything? Pretty good? How's everything going, brother? You all right? Damn, you got some big ears on your head, dude. Well, I got big ears myself, you know. It's not my fault. I used to pee in my pants when I was small. So my mother got tired changing my diapers. One day she just took off all my clothes, hang me on the clothesline. Go ahead, piss on your arm. I just cannot go under those fans that go around like that, you know. Okay, we got a lot in store for you guys. That we still have some more. So I gotta go. I gotta take off. They're giving me the signal. Terrific, huh? Mel, you're hanging yourself. How you doing, boy? How you get that hair like that, boy? Don't shame, be proud about your hair, boy. Check that hair. Check that hair, everybody. Orange. Damn, brother. I wish I had that kind of hair like that, boy. Look like Ed Carr hair's hair, you know that guy Ed. You seen his hair? He look like one damn, what do they call it? Q-tip standing up. One used one. You seen that guy's arms? He got hair all over his arms. I thought he was wearing long sleeve shirt tonight. If I had that kind of hair in my arms, I'd walk around like this, man. I'm taking pills now. I'm taking pills to grow my hair. Minoxidil. It's a Japanese pill. They found them in Japan. It's a high blood pressure derivative. That was hard to say. No, I seen the Japanese, the eyebrows 3-4 inches long, you know. I figure if you can make that bugger 8-9 inches, you can comb that sucker back, right? I'll tell you what, folks, it is really nice to be back. I really feel good to be back here. It's like, and I tell you what, I thought of everybody, and I don't know all of you guys, but I thought of all my friends, and you know, countless days I used to think of everybody. Just, how you doing, man? Put down your arm. You might stink up the whole room. And it's just over there waving. How you doing? You married, honey? You are? Where, that bald-headed guy there? Dump him, honey. Go with me, baby. As soon as I find $1 million, we'll be rich. Last story here. So there's 3 girls, you know. 3 girls was in the hot tub in the spa. They was enjoying themselves. Then, you know, they took their clothes off. They was relaxing in the hot tub. And no, it's a good joke. So a couple minutes later, the beeper goes off. Beep, 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 beep. She should press her arm. You know, the other girl said, wow, what is that? I said, well, it's on my arm. I get implanted when beeper is on my arm. Wow, that's pretty good. So a couple minutes later, the cellular phone go off. Ding, 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 ding. The other girl answered. So what you got? I said, in my hand, I get cellular phone. It's pretty good. So a couple minutes later, the girl said, yeah, I gotta go. The third girl, she felt stupid, so she walked away. Came back, you know, she had toilet paper hanging from the okole. So, yeah, you get toilet. Yeah, I know, I got one fax coming out. Thanks a lot, everybody. See you later, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, Uncle Mel Cabang.
Later, I met Randy Lorenzo and Mackie Fury and all those guys in high school. I started to play drums. And then all of a sudden, I'm this skinny, howly guy playing with Gabby Pahinoy. And everybody's saying, who's this guy playing drums with Gabby? Well, just from hanging around with people who didn't think I was handicapped changed my whole attitude.
I was about 8 years old and I was in Maui, went to the record store, saw Booga Booga, the first Booga Booga album, got it because I had he said adult content. And I was like, yeah! Listened to it the whole summer. By the end of the summer, I memorized the whole Booga Booga, the whole Booga Booga album. I remember going back to school in the 6th grade and doing the first couple bits without the bad words. You know, and me and my partner, you know, this other Portuguese guy, we was known as the Pocho Man, and we came out and we actually did Canacula, and we did Confessions.
It was very intense, very funny, and sometimes it would be very argumentative, but there was always reconciliation, always. And James, being the wonderful moderator that he is, the wonderful human resource manager that is, because me and Rap we were totally out of control. We were out of control. Punaho Kamehameha, wrong already. You know, you're talking about beefs and cracks right there, you know what I mean? And what, bro, you know?
Booga Booga was innovative. They were off the cuff. They were here, they were now, they were in your face. This is us, this is what we represent. And they just, you know, they buckaloosed. They went for it. They were, you know, they were the forefathers of local comedy.
First time I saw James, 1974. Around 1974, they used to come into my club at Gold Coin, and they were just starting off at the time. They were doing rehearsals, and after rehearsals, they would come to my club.
And our meetings, our creative writing sessions, they would last like 2 days. You know, we would work very hard, and I mean, you know, work. And we would write jokes, consider jokes, invent scenarios, go to bed, have dinner, have lunch, maybe take a walk and then come back. But we would not leave our working situation until we came up with what our objective was. And in most cases, it was 2 to 3 skits.
You're a dead man, Lane. Why? Shut up. I ain't taking no chances, Lane. I'm gonna kill you now.
Now think about what you're doing.
Shut up, dead man. Time to say your prayers.
Don't do that.
Sorry, Lane. It's time to say goodbye.
James and I met on Maui. I had actually hired him to be the master of ceremonies for the Kalua Pig Cook-Off at the Royal Lahaina Resort. And my usual person that picked up talent at the airport was sick. So I jumped in a golf cart to go get him. And we struck up a conversation. He said, I didn't even know you talked. I just see you walking around giving orders all the time. And which offended me tremendously. And we got into this conversation about life in general in Hawaii, and just ended up holding hands from about 7 o'clock that morning till 2 o'clock the next morning, talking about everything you can possibly imagine, particularly food and travel and animals. And every time we turned a corner, we found we had something in common with one another. The first night we spent together, we made marinara sauce from scratch, naked. And I told him, James, you can't do that. You're going to get burned. And he had a way of making marinara sauce that was different from how I make marinara sauce. And from that day on, he never cooked again. He thought he was a great cook and he was going to show me something. And he hadn't yet learned my passion was food. If I would be sick or really tired, James loved to make me a treat. And his favorite thing to make was always sashimi, because I love sashimi. And he would always pick a great big black show plate, and he would shave cucumber as thin as he could, and he'd make this border all scalloped all the way around the plate. And he'd prepared the daikon, and he'd squeeze it out. And then he'd do lemon zest and ginger, because I like that. And he'd make this pile, and he'd lay my name out in the sashimi. And that's what he always gave me to make me feel better. There's a picture he took of me making cabbage salad one day. And he said, you have to put passion in it. And he had me squeezing this cabbage so hard. Everything James did about food, about life, about answering a telephone or writing a note or putting on his slippers or his socks when he put socks on, was passion. James was the most free spirit, loving, spontaneous, undisciplined person about life. Disciplined in his craft, but about life, James woke up, it was like he was being born every day.
Well, growing up with my father, It's just a bunch of laughs. I mean, you think he was funny on stage, but you should have seen the stuff he used to do out on the deck.
I think the best word is intelligent, especially for, you know, a local guy who's like a master at pigeon, if there is such a thing. You know, he was very intelligent, very deep.
My first time ever in front of a crowd in that format, and it was bad. I mean, maybe I got a chuckle here or there. And I came off stage, and I remember him turning to me, and he says in his raspy voice of his, and he just said, "Hey, work on your material, you get 'em."
His joy in stopping drinking was his greatest thrill. The last year and a half of his life, I would say, is the happiest I've ever seen the man. Creative people like James have many, many gifts, and they share them real selflessly. But they also have a lot of demons. That's how they can come up with what they come up with. And James had those. And on the last year and a half of his life, he was just thrilled with every day. He was aware every moment of what he was doing and thinking. And I think the look on his face when he saw his granddaughter is probably my fondest memory.
I'm going to miss him just as a brother. He was my brother, more my brother than my blood brother, because we were pono together.
One thing I'm gonna miss most about my dad is the friendship. It's like little kids would say, you know, he's my best friend in the whole wide world. That's the thing that I would miss, the friendship.
I'd like to introduce to you one more time, give them all a big round of applause, my partner Augie Toba. Uncle Mel Cabang. Where are you, Uncle Mel? Come on, make some noise. Give it up for the Braddahs. And last but not least, Daddy, the oldest guy in here. Uncle Ed Caher. Come on, give them all a big round of applause.
Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to tell a story, okay, ladies and gentlemen. That the story has to do with Waikiki of the 1970s, when it was cool, when it was Hawaiian, when there was a lot of stuff around in the 1970s. And you need to help us do this. And we're going to ask for story ideas. I want you to imagine Kalakaua Avenue in 1975 at about, what time, KT? Midnight on Kalakaua Avenue. We are at the Beef and Grog. Ooh, we got some old mothers over here.
Edward, I think I was sperm that day. You know, I'm sorry.
There's just a glitter in Daddy's eyes. We are at the Beef and Grog in 1975, and who comes walking out of the Beef and Grog at midnight in 1975, bro? Who comes walking out? Don Ho.
Well, that's a real hard one, but thank you. Hello, everybody. Aloha. How's everybody doing?
And this is how he's talking as he's walking down Kalakaua. He's greeting everybody because he's Don Ho. Walking up to Don Ho and talking to Don Ho is who, baby?
Are you, but yeah,
Jack Lord. Jack Lord is walking up to Don Ho on Kalakaua Avenue at midnight. Jack.
I get him right here. Come, brother, come. Jack Lord.
Jack Lord.
Right there, come. Mr. Jack Lord.
Oh, the tan work, Jack Lord. Come on top, bro. Come over here.
He's a little thicker these days. Yeah, no scared. Come on now.
Hey, where's the pomade?
And so Jack Lord and Don Ho is walking down Kalakaua.
So how you been, brother? What kind of pomade you use? You make your hair straight like that, eh?
And they're holding hands.
We go back down Kalakaua. We can make money like this, trust me, brother.
As they're walking down Gullah Gullah Avenue midnight in front of the Beef and Grog, they're talking to each other about his series, Hawaii Five-0. Donald talking about the new girl he impregnated. They're walking down.
So how's your mother doing?
Someone walks up to them in the back and does what to them? From the back. What does he do to Don Ho and Jack Lord? Chemo McVeigh. Chemo McVeigh would jam him.
Right, London. So, Jack, good to see you. You look good after all these years.
My hand's sweaty.
Yeah.
He's not sweating.
But stop rubbing my finger like this, eh? Take it easy.
And sneaking up on the back of them is Kimolani McVeigh.
Hui, Ene. You guys like on date?
No, this is Jack Lord. I'm Don Ho. Who you?
I am, who I say I am, when I say I am. But for you two, I give you a special price. 2 for $1.50 plus the tax, and I'm yours. Let's go. How we doing?
Now we have a predicament, lady.
Hang on, this guy does chess.
Hang on. You get 75 cents, brother. Okay, we're gonna match up. We'll be out.
Now we have a predicament, ladies and gentlemen. Jack Lord, Don Ho, has been approached at 12 a.m. on Gullah Gullah Avenue, coming out of the Beef and Grog by a working individual. Kimolani McVeigh, probably from Papakuleo after the operation. Don Ho, being a Kamehameha Schools graduate and part Chinese, has offered a grand sum total of 75 cents for her services.
I'm gonna up them to $5.
$5.
25, 75, $7. Do I hear 75? $7. 650?
650 right over there, 750.
Okay, I take the 5.
He's taking the 5. A very angry individual. An angry individual comes walking, screaming up to this trio at 12 a.m. in the morning on Gullah Gullah Kala'akawa Avenue outside of the Beef and Grog when Donna...
You are going to die in hell! You are sinners! Both of you! I mean, 3 of you!
Why don't we make
and
it 4 of us and we can...
You should be ashamed of yourself, you harlot!
That's not what you were saying last night.
Of course, Kimolani McVeigh's boyfriend introduces himself as Mel Smith, the good reverend from the Church of the Lost Possessed.
7! No!
A dice game ensues.
Hey, there's only 1 dice. I think 1 would stick to your hand. Go check them.
You throw him. One more time. Throw him again, baby. Yeah!
Turn around, brother. Turn around.
Come
The
on,
dice
Jack,
over here.
I love it when you call me Big Papa.
And as they're throwing dice, and as they're throwing the bones, and as they're making money, someone swoops down from the back of a truck from Nanakuli and sweeps onto the quartet doing this.
Hi, can I play? This is great. Is that long time no see?
No.
Wow, how's it?
Don't let him kiss you, brother. No.
Stop. Wow, you're my idol. Stop it.
Hang on.
Stop.
Get him away. Hey, get him away.
No trip.
Stop tripping, bro. Stop tripping.
Stop it.
Can I roll with this guy? Thank you very much.
What's happening over here? We playing dice? What? Who rolling now?
Who's rolling?
I go. Let me try.
It's the infant.
Wait.
Hang on. I want to get...
Wait. I don't know if I can throw my dice through there.
I got fuzzy dice. You like?
Wait, I got snake eyes I can see.
Hang on. Wait, let me see that again.
Okay.
Snake eyes, you see
Hang
them?
on.
No?
Hang on.
Where?
I remember you long after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, Augie T, give it up. Malcolm Egg, Tony Silva, Jean Rocher. I met Tahir. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Jimmy, James, Peter, this was for you, brother. This was for you. Good night, everybody. Aloha.
Hey, Boo. Yeah, over here, my head. No, don't look at the other guys. Press me. Press my head. Come on. Hey, Lolo, you looking at this DVD? How much longer you gonna look? Press my head. Hui, brother. You gonna press my head or you gonna look? You might as well take a picture. It lasts longer, yeah. Press him. Come on, press him. I dare you.
Hey, what you waiting for? Click the head.
We like to do things that audiences can't anticipate. There's an anticipation, but what it is, they have no idea, and that's our live performances. As for our TV show, well, it's a little different. It's all pretty much set, and this is structured. It has to be because you're dealing with other people other than us. So, but live stuff is, you can't beat live.
My Auntie Marie first introduced me to comedy with Rap Rapplinger and Poi Dog. And just the localness of it, and I could relate to the fact that I had people like that in my family, and I really thought it was actually quite funny. Many moons later, I kind of figured out I had a little ear for deciphering and discerning different accents, be it in English, French, German, Portuguese, Filipino, etc., etc., etc.
I think the magic with us too is that we just make ourselves vulnerable as possible. We're not afraid to make that ourselves vulnerable. If we make a mistake, especially live, just keep rolling, because whether the audience gets it or not, all it depends on what you look like. Like, was that a punchline? And if it shows on your face, then you've lost it. But if it shows like, no, that wasn't a punchline, they're going into something else, ha ha ha, that was the punchline, and they never really get it. That's the chemistry that you try to get. I mean, some things will work for this audience, and we'll do the exact same show for another audience, and half the jokes don't work. Why that is? You're dealing with different people, different situations, so.
This is hurry up. Fiti and Hey Ha. That's pretty funny in the BG going. That was, I guess, some stalling tactics that we wanted to use, being that Tony and I are a duo, and one person's always on stage, and to hold stage, one person needs to change, we need to come back. But being that we wanted to have both of us on stage, we needed a little brief intermission of such so that we could bring both of us out at the same time. And of course, you see the lovely Ariana Seyu there. Much mahalo, Ari.
We met at the Don Ho show. He was this Hawaii's top model at the time. In fact, he was one of Kim Taylor Reese's. You remember Kim Taylor Reese? He was one of the top models for Kim Taylor Reese. The full hunky body and everything. And I wasn't even involved in the industry. And he's the one that introduced me to it. He said, hey man, you make good money in modeling and stuff. I said, no way. He took me to a shoot and they paid me $75 for the hour. I was like, you're kidding me, this is incredible. And ironically, I'm doing all the film work stuff, commercials, and in fact, I just got casted for Damon Wayans' film. They're doing a couple of episodes here. And he's totally out of it outside of our show. So I'm doing all the stuff now and he's not, which is just the opposite of when we got involved in the business. But I sensed from the very beginning when I met him that there was that vulnerability. He didn't care, like, you could act like a mahu. In Hawaii, mahu is like gay, or whether you're in the closet or out of. And just to act that way in front of a person that's mahu, you have to be very comfortable with yourself to do something like that. You know, let's face it, that's gambling. But we have no qualms with anybody, black, white, gay, straight, lesbian. It doesn't matter, because we love them just the way they are. So who cares? You know what I mean?
Comedy, yes. The business of actually making comedy a viable means as a way of living, that's something else. They need a lot of patience, you need a lot of drive, you need a lot of, I guess, self-belief in your talent and where it is that you're going. And you know, being that I'm one part of a comedy duo, I need to trust that my partner is also feeling the same thing and heading in the same direction. So whether or not I would encourage the kids to do it, by all means. You know, what we do is we just bring grassroots a little bit further than the grassroots hut and a little bit further than the family party, shall we say. We try to incorporate it into everyday life, actually. And a lot of our comedy is found in everyday life.
Get involved in theater. Get involved in theater. If you've got some kind of drama classes at your school, theater classes, the Honolulu Youth for Theater, they've got great stuff for little kids. Learn your craft and learn it well, so that when you're presented with an opportunity, you got to remember, kids in Hawaii, we don't have the opportunities like kids in LA or Chicago, New York. When that opportunity is presented, you have to be ready. And the only way you're ready is by taking these classes and practicing, so that you're so natural. We've only got a handful of kids that are ready. But the nice thing about our kids in Hawaii, they're so, their looks, they got that hoppiness. So people like to come here to film our kids and our people, because they've got a different look. They got mixtures. And like Walt Disney, they like to come and grab our kids and our people, because there's so much ethnicity in the backing of these people. Just practice, get involved in theaters. That's what I did. Theater is probably the staple for acting. And keep it fun. Never get serious. Keep it fun. Keep it light. There's no reason to cry over spilt milk. I mean, I did it the long way too. You know, trying to be serious on oneself and stuff. So just keep it fun.
Okay, I was born Augusto, but I use Augie because Augusto's too cool, you know? It's too exotic for me, so I grew up, people calling me Augie. I grew up in Kalihi and Camford Housing. You know, I used to mimic a lot of stuff. I used to, you know, I probably told the story a million times about how when I was in the summer, when I stayed with my auntie in Maui, and that's the only time I could really listen to all the bad stuff, because at home, you know, the only person that was allowed to swear was the dad. So what I did was, when I went to Maui, I used to go and bring all my little, you know, cassette tapes and my albums of Booga Booga, George Carlin, Richard Pryor, and then just sit there, you know, with the microphone, the earphones, and just listen to all the nasty stuff. And, you know, and I used to mimic a lot of Booga Booga and a lot of Andy Bumatai, the first album. And, you know, when Filipinos, it's funny because when Filipinos have parties, either the Filipino girl or the Filipino boy would go up and sing. I did comedy. My dad would show me up on stage and go, hey, tell some jokes, go tell some jokes. So, you know, I never aspired to be a comedian. I always wanted to, you know, be a boxer. I think comedy for me started off when I first heard the Booga Booga album. I was maybe 9 years old, and I heard Booga Booga, and then that's the comedy album that started really started everything for me. I mimicked everything rap did. I mimicked everything that Ed and James did, and And then I started buying other comedy CDs, like albums. Like Andy Bumatai. I memorized all of Andy Bumatai's first album, Andy Bumatai stand up, Hawaii's first stand up comic. I memorized the whole thing, and then watching Richard Pryor late night on HBO when HBO first came out, watching Richard Pryor live in concert, 1 o'clock in the morning, staying up all night so that I could hear Richard Pryor swear and talk about stuff. Okay, if you get kids listening, I just want to tell you guys, don't let nobody stop you from fulfilling your dreams. Because I grew up poor and stuff like that, I was always told that I'll never make it in life. Even from one of my school teachers who said that if I continue to speak pidgin, I'll never make it out in the big road. And that motivated me. That never stopped me from doing what I do. I don't let anybody, who give me bad vibes and tell me that I'm stupid or you cannot do nothing with your life, ruin things for me. If you're out there and you have big dreams, you can do it. I wouldn't say that I'm a perfect example, but I have always believed that if you work hard at something and you believe in yourself, you can do things. You can do things like this. You can go on TV. You can become the best doctor in the world. You can become the best rubbish man in the world. But don't let anybody stop you from fulfilling your dreams. It only makes you bitter inside.
Well, I fell down on my head when I was 2 years old. And I do remember that, I remember my brother trying to carry me. He was like about 7 years old and he dropped me on my head. So that explains a lot what happened to me in the future, after that. Yeah. That's the truth. I'm not kidding you. I swear to God, I got dropped on my head when I was a kid. My poor brother got dirty licking because, not supposed to be carrying me. He was carrying me by the porch, and my house is like, house was like 1 bedroom. I mean, and it's like, this is way back in the days, You guys wasn't even born then. I'm serious. You guys wasn't even born when my house was. And I lived in a little shack, You could see the rats. They were my friends. They were my only friends. Everybody looks back at their old days, it's like you can never beat the days when you can remember how much fun you used to have and how I wish I could go back to those days. But it was fun. It's like everything was fun. I used to walk up this dirt road with holes in it, pukas, and water and puddles and dead frogs on the side and flies was on the frogs, And what is it, frogs or toads? Which one is it? Toads, right? Yeah, toads. Yeah, frogs was in the water, but the puddle was small. It was toads. Toads was on the road, dead. The cars would flatten them from driving, and the flies was on them. And one day I came home with, I did a number 2 in my pants. And so the flies left the toad and just jumped on my butt, followed me all the way home. So that was pretty good. I enjoyed that. I had some good days. One side was the pig farms. I swear to God, now this is real, okay? One side was pig farms and one side was carnation fields. So you get up in the morning, whichever side you wanted, and you would go to the carnation field. Oh, yeah. But that was really good, boy. You remember the old days. You had fun when you were a kid. Remember? You probably remember that. Everybody does, Well, you know what? My father used to reward us 25 cents for the best singer. So what we had the light, hanging up above us, and it would be with the string, and you pull a string and the light goes on. So I used to use that for a microphone. I used to sing, sing to my dad. I'm originally a singer, a musician before anything. And but necessity got me to be a comedian. You know, when I was in high school, everybody used to, I never realized it, but everybody used to pull me in the band room and says, hey, let's go, tell us about the cane fields, you know. Wasn't that the cane field? 25, the grass was growing tall, you know, and they would all laugh, all the high school kids, you know. So I never knew that though. I never discovered that I was going to be, if you told me 35 years ago or 30 years ago I was going to be a comedian, I never believe you. I never believe you. And, you know, I was approached when I was in Vegas. I was working as a musician. And my agent said, the job is going to end and I want you to go with this other band. I want you to front this other band and tell jokes. I said, what? No way. No, I can't do that. And he says, yes, you can. You're doing it now. I said, no, I can't. I can't do that. And so here I am. I ended up telling jokes, but a few years later. But you never know, huh? Never know.
What do you?
You have to be something special. You have to have something special. I got it, baby. No, I don't look at it that way though. I really don't. I don't. I try to remember all the people, everyone that talks to me, or whatever it is. I always have time to speak to someone, whoever wants to talk, or, you know, if there's some question. People call me in my house. My phone number is open to everyone. I don't care. They call me in my house, I'll talk to them, you know. Of course, if it's gibberish, I just gotta say, you know, bro, I really cannot talk, you know, but I always have time for people. And you gotta remember that, because the people is the one that makes you. It's not you, it's not anybody else, but it's the people that name you what you are. They're the one, I used to read in the paper, Cabang, singer, comedian. Really, that's what I am? Then Cabang, comedian after that. They dropped the singer off. They dropped the guitar player off, you know. So they let me know that, the news let me know that I was a comedian. I don't know I'm a comedian, you know. So it's kind of funny. Honest to God, that was something else. It's like Cabang, singer, comedian, playing at the ranch house or whatever. Oh, that's what I am. Singer, comedian. Well, when you lose your hair, you got to be just comedian. Or chameleon. Yeah.
All right. Is there anything?
Contemporary humor, in my opinion, began in the middle 60s with Eddie Young, Sterling Mossman, some other of the pioneers, Kent Bowman, one of my heroes, and we were able to, when we were coming up, Replinger, James Grant Benton, Frankie De Lima, when we were coming up, we were able to grab all of that information that Mana'u and to make it ours, because our vision at that time was different than Uncle Ini's, Sterling Mossman's, and Uncle Kent Bowman's. We were a little bit more edge. It was the 60s and 70s, so we applied a little bit more edge to it. It was a era of awakening for the Native Hawaiian community and for Hawaii at all. Not only the Kanaka Maoli, but the Kanaka Hawaii. Those people who loved Hawaii, but were not kokot, that were not Native Hawaiian. Everybody had a renaissance. Everyone was going through a political renaissance. I'm talking about the 70s. And so we were able to grab our sense of humor and comedy and apply it to the social dynamics that was happening then, and to basically be satirical about it, you know, satire and whatever. So that's the genesis, in my opinion, of contemporary, what I call, with two Ks, Kanaka comedy. And it's pretty much evolved, and it continues to go around in cycles. Today, very dynamic young comedians who continue to talk about the island experience in a very humorous and comedic way. So it's evolved and it continues to grow. I like it. I dig it. So, actually, I was in graduate school at Manoa, and rap was up there. We were all up there. We were all part of the burgeoning Hawaiian theater community. And those people who were involved in the Hawaiian theater movement once again an expression of the new dynamics, political, social, cultural dynamics of the Hawaii of the late 60s and 70s were three guys. Guess who they were? Me, Rap Rapplinger, and James Grant Benton were the only three Hawaiians involved in theater at that time. So we were bound to run into each other, and I think it was at Kuhio Grill with some really nice hot poo-poos and a couple of bottles of Korean quartz like that, and we started talking about the change in Hawaii. Everybody was feeling this change. It was just, it wasn't like our parents or the generation removed. We were dependent, and we were dependent upon a culture that we considered foreign coming to Hawaii, which was basically a mainland white-oriented culture. And we were rejecting it and saying, no, you cannot have any more golf courses. You cannot take the land away from our people. You need to stop it. Because the old guys in the Democratic Party, they assumed that we all wanted to live in Westwood, or we all wanted to drive around in Pontiac, and they didn't assume that I like to go throw net. I like to have some, non-polluted food, and so that was the dynamics there, and we exchanged ideas about it, and because we were, I think I'm funny. We kind of exchanged ideas. It gave birth to Booga Booga. Essentially, it was a theater. We started it as a theater that had a real preponderance for comedy. And that's how Booga Booga started.
I grew up in Lanai. I went to school there, graduated from Lanai High School, and went to kindergarten in Lanai. Actually lived in LA for a little while, and Seattle for a couple years during elementary school, but then ended back on Lanai. I think what I learned from growing up in Lanai is creativity, because you didn't have nothing, you didn't have much. I found humor in everything that I saw. I didn't think I necessarily was a, a funny person. I didn't think I was a funny person. I just found humor and looked at things different, and which I think made my creativity much broader. I was very witty. I was the guy who would sit in the class and had every wise comment to say, but very hurtful at times, and I didn't realize it until later when I moved away, when people would want to beat me up. I love it. I don't think I would change anything. It's weird because I talked a lot in school, but I have a great sense of humor. Well, I still don't think I'm funny. I just think I'm very witty. And radio, because it is live, I think you have to have that wittiness, the speed to think up, different things to say. And having a partner like Augie is great balance, because he's the funny guy. I do the setup, and which takes timing as well as the comic part. I think education is important, because when you get your opportunity or you get your chance and you're not prepared, then things can really go bad for you. I mean, there's been a lot of examples where I've had chances to do really big things, and Augie and I both have had chances to do really big things, and I wasn't prepared. So education, I think, is a really good thing to have. I didn't really get the best education I could get, and I really thought that if I did have it, I would be at a much higher level than I am now.
Poke my face now. Press the button. Come on, press the button, please. Yeah. What's taking you so long? Press the button. Okay, you see my nose, you see my face. Press the face, okay? Right there. Press me, press Mel, press Mel. Cabang! 1 cabang, 2 cabang, 3 cabang, bang, bang, bang. Press now.
And then means, are you coming? Are we going? What's going on? Bother you? Hey, listen, is something wrong? Have I said something out of line? Do I need to apologize for being not quite appropriate? Bruh, okay, let me write that down because I went to Kamehameha School. B-R-A. This is the Kaimuki bra because it's B-R-A-H, okay? Bra is sir. Hi, Mr. Kamehameha. How are you? Bra, how are you? Bra. Now, if you get the Waianae bra, that's B-R-A, normal H. That means you. Bus laugh is a very interesting word, and it's something that I like myself because in my line of work, if you know bus laugh, me a duru, eh? So bus laugh is the act of laughing heartily. You know, let's laugh heartily at Augie T and the Braddahs. Let's laugh heartily at the wonderful, humorous, somewhat awesome-looking Hawaiian comic. Bus laugh. The is actually a preposition. It's kind of like of, you know, the house, of the house. It's kind of like a little loop over there. Of the house, the bra, the brada. It's an article preposition pronoun. The kind is really like that, da with a T, that. You know, the kind, this object over here. The kind, sir. You know, it's more like the kind book. It's like the book, but because they list a lot, you know, in Kohala, it was the kind book, the car, the kind car. Get is do you have it or do you not have it? Get is do you have the cash? Now, that's an imperial word used primarily by very large Hawaiian chieftains. One of the most famous users of that word grinds was a lady, her name was Princess Ruth. She was bigger than the studio. And O.A. Bushnell has a little portion in his book called Ava. She went to, I think it was Hau'ula, and she ate everything that the Maka'anana there had to feed her, which was all of Safeway, part of Foodland, and a couple of breakfast nooks along the way. Grind is me'ai, food. Let's go grind. Yeah, grind is the act of eating. We're going to eat food. In the case of Princess Ruth, eat everything. So we're going to grind some good, you know, kind. Haole is, in the colloquial use of it, something that meant, you know, the other guys, you know, the other people like that, you know, that's the haole. But I'm going to give you just an insight because I learned this from a wonderful hula dancer who used to talk like this, okay? Haole is no more the breath, the breath of life. Aole, no more, exit. So haole meant you weren't living right because you couldn't breathe right. So when the other guys came to these shores, a couple of brothers were drinking all the kikubu juice, and it was Kamehameha's kikubu juice. He gave them lickings. They got all nuha, went down, saw the other guys that don't belong, and, you know, kicked the okolis in and started calling them haules. Well, Kaden is Kaden. Kid, enough. That's good enough for me. Kaden. Well, Kaden, Paul. Like with Paul now, you know what I mean? Kaden. It's, you know, enough. I'm moving on. I'm going. I'm leaving. That was very interesting. Larat is the opposite of laris, okay? You did this, larat, but you got to do this, laris. So it's a either or reciprocal kind of, you know, adjustment. Larat, 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 larat. You know. Lolo is someone that believes if you keep on doing the same thing, the result will change. You know what I mean? Mok is one of the, it's an interesting word. Mok. You know, the brother over there, Takaing Hilaris, but he's a mok. A mok is a majestic, wonderful Hawaiian kane man who's intelligent, bright, effervescent, and unemployed. No act is just hi maka maka. No act, you know, be natural. No act, ered. No act hi maka maka. No act is to, you know, don't try to, you know, talk like this. I want to come in here schools and hey, I don't fart. The okole is just, you know, the okole, the backside of anything. Could be the backside of these glasses, the okole part of the car, or just the okole part of being Lolo, which is really, really stupid. Plate lunch is something that is a part of the contemporary culture of Hawaii. Hey, ladies, hey, mok, we're going to eat one plate lunch. Plate lunch is a culinary expression of the reason why heart attacks here in Hawaii are so prominent. It's massive, it's food, it's everything that you want to eat that's not good for you. Shave ice is good for you. Shave ice is something that began, I believe, here in Hawaii. And it's, you know, the kind of shave ice, you go and, you know, cool down, not a lot of that. Because too vela, too hot, we'll eat shave ice. Shave ice is just what it is. Shaved ice with any number of variety of flavors. Cherry, mango, haupia, and dirt. Now, tita is the opposite of kumu. Tita is a, how should I say, a wahine, okay, who is very independent, who by the time she's 17 has 5 kids with 5 different guys, and has name tags, but they all got name tags. And she's in some kind of rehabilitation educational program. And she's going to learn how to be a medical clerk or a dental hygienist, okay? And that's a tita. The real prominent thing about a tita is her command of pidgin English, yeah? When she goes, "Yura mocha, I want this done right now." And you gotta do it because a tita will knock you out. And here in Hawaii, they're just, you know, ukos are that little pestering little things that get into your hair like that. It makes for very large purchases of shampoo, A200 at Long's Drugs. That's uku. Uku, the Samoan thing, fa'a uku, the large Samoan wrestlers, and then uku Hawaii is the things in your hair. Whatever's these whatevers, you know, what do you want to do? Well, I don't know, what do you want to do? Well, let's do something that, you know, we want to do. Well, what do you want to do? Well, whatevers. So whatever's these whatevers.
My head. No, don't look at the other guys. Press me. Press my head. Come on. Hey, Lolo, you're looking at this DVD. How much longer you gonna look? Press my head. Hui, brother. You gonna press my head or you gonna look? You might as well take a picture. It lasts longer, yeah. Press him. Come on, press him. I dare you.
Hey, what you waiting for? Click the head.